Hi friends, today we are going to discuss on antimicrobial resistance. Let's imagine if a small child falls down, injures the feet, which becomes septic, and the lab findings says that there is no medicine to cure him. Terrible, isn't it? Well, this may happen to anyone of any age and in any country and is due to the overuse or misuse of antibiotics by you and me. Antibiotics has revolutionized medicine by saving life of millions of man and animals in the world and continues to do so. Simultaneously, we should not forget that the antimicrobial resistance is becoming an increasingly serious threat. If not addressed now, by 2050, it could kill millions of people, which could be even more than that from the road traffic accidents. Do you know what an antimicrobial is? The term microbe includes different sorts of microorganisms, including parasites, viruses, bacteria, and fungi. Antimicrobials are the drugs which treat infections caused by these microorganisms. Antibiotics are the drugs that kills or stops the growth of bacteria. What is resistance? Resistance means the ability of bacteria to resist the effects of an antimicrobial drug. Such microorganisms are sometimes referred to as superbugs. It is not you as an individual that become resistant to antibiotics. It is the bacteria causing infection that become resistant. Have you ever thought what are the reasons of AMR? Microorganisms, the ability to change after exposure to the antimicrobial drugs. Overuse and or inappropriate use of antimicrobial drugs, low quality medicines, invalid prescriptions, incorrect consumption practices, and the poor infection control in humans and animals. Yes, still, we are all at risk. Antimicrobial resistant microbes are found in people, animals, food, and the environment in water, soil, and air. Animals carry bacteria in their intestines. Giving inappropriate antibiotics will kill many bacteria, but resistant bacteria can survive and multiply. When the food animals are slaughtered and processed, these resistant bacteria can contaminate the meat or other animal products. These bacteria can also get into the environment when an animal defecates and may spread to vegetables that is irrigated with contaminated water. People can get the antibiotic resistant bacteria in food animals by improperly handling or consuming inadequately cooked contaminated meat, contact with infected farm workers or meat processors, drinking contaminated surface or groundwater, and eating contaminated crops. Veterinarians reduce this impact by being prudent when prescribing antibiotics, especially those that are also critically important for human medicine. Now, let's see how AMR affects us. Resistant microbes are harder to treat and the conditions they cause are harder to cure. Resistant microbes increases the risk associated with the medical procedures such as cancer chemotherapy, diabetes management, organ transplantations, and major surgeries. Resistant microbes causes huge financial burden when the antibiotic of choice, the so-called first-line treatment fails. Other more expensive antibiotics need to be used. They are second-line treatment. Social costs may be as high as healthcare costs due to the loss of productivity and income. Now, let's see how AMR affects us. In the past, medical knowledge, research, along with the collaboration of pharmaceutical industry we could overcome the problem of antimicrobial resistance by developing new antibiotics. However, developing new antibiotics is challenging and enormously expensive. More worryingly, with the rise of AMR, we are now heading towards a post-antibiotic era where the common infections may become once again fatal. This is far from being an apocalyptic fantasy, but a very real possibility for the 21st century. Only if we act now, we can change the world for a place to live in. Let's meet in the next episode with the prevention and control of antimicrobial resistance.